On December 22nd, 1987, Ronald Gene Simmons began a killing spree that would be the worst mass murder in Arkansas history and the worst crime involving one family in the history of the country. His rampage ended on December 28, 1987, leaving dead 14 members of his immediate family and 2 former co-workers. I'm at the gravesite of Ronald Gene Simmons in Grady, Arkansas. I'm going to attempt a quick EVP session using my Olympus digital recorder. Ronald Gene Simmons, are you here with us? Ronald Simmons. Mr. Simmons, is there anything that you would like to say? Ronald Gene Simmons. I understand you murdered your entire family, including your daughter, who you had molested and impregnated. Is there anything that you would like to say? Where are you? Okay, that's about a little over 30 seconds. Let's see if we got anything.
Ronald Gene Simmons, are you here with us? Ronald Simmons. Mr. Simmons, is there anything that you would like to say? Ronald Gene Simmons. I understand you murdered your entire family, including your daughter, who you had molested and impregnated. Is there anything that you would like to say? Where are you?
Okay, there was a lot of activity on that. I'm gonna try playing that back again.
Ronald Gene Simmons, are you here with us? Ronald Simmons. Mr. Simmons, is there anything that you would like to say? Ronald Gene Simmons. I understand you murdered your entire family, including your daughter, who you had molested and impregnated. Is there anything that you would like to say? Where are you?
Okay, there's a lot there. I'm gonna absolutely have to listen to that on a larger set of speakers. But in the end, where I asked, where are you? It is very clear, even coming through the tiny speaker that's on my recorder, that the response sounds like hell, which would make perfect sense. I mean, he killed 16 people. You know, this is a really interesting place. I mean, you can sort of feel energy here. It's almost like a sense of negativity and hatred. I don't really know how to describe it. You know, I absolutely do not consider myself to be any type of a psychic or medium or sensitive, but, you know, standing here in front of Mr. Simmons' grave, I am absolutely overwhelmed with this feeling of hatred. I really can't describe it. It's sort of probably not too surprising also that his grave is completely unkempt. If you kind of look around the rest of the cemetery, this is really the only grave that looks like it has not been cared for. The weeds are growing up around it. There's a gigantic ant mound that's sort of spilled over onto the top of it, and, you know, for probably rightly so. I mean, there's probably not a lot of people that really, honestly, to this day probably would care to take care of this for Mr. Simmons. But yeah, this is a really strange place. Yeah, I don't know what to think. It definitely sounds like Ronald Simmons is attempting to make contact. I'm going to stick around a little bit longer, maybe try a couple of other tools and see if we can make further contact with him.